feeling brave today? Chicken? Simon says chicken. Get up against the wall. Juice World. Peter Griffin. Nick 830. Juice. Eminem. Get up against the wall, guys. Come on. All you guys who stood up. Simon says get up against the wall. Call him out, boys. Get up against the wall. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. Simon says crouch if you've ever... Or wait, Simon says crouch? Simon crouch. Simon says stand if you've ever heard Nick 830 curse. You want to change your answer? That'd be... Simon says everybody get back in line. Stand up if you've ever heard Nick 830 say a curse word. Yeah, you guys feeling brave today? Chicken? Simon says chicken. Get up against the wall. Juice World. Peter Griffin. Nick 830.
Let's see if you can recognize this melody. Start to play this with your right hand. Time to work the left hand part now.
Then, the king felt true fear for the first time. These were not the words of a beaten and broken old man awaiting the icy grip of death. But one glance at the resolve written across his face made it clear he meant every single word.
Did you know that
It has been more than 6 months since Apple has released the Vision Pro. It's time for a long-term, honest review. Before we get too deep, be sure you're subbed to the channel with those notifications turned on so you don't miss the latest in Apple news. I've been using Vision Pro since launch, so in this honest, extended review, I want to provide a quick overview of the device as it stands today, how my opinions and usage have actually changed, for better or for worse, what Vision OS 2 means, and eventually try to evaluate if this device is the flop that so many seem to believe it is. Now, I'm not going to rehash all the specs here again. I did go over all of that in my original coverage, and I encourage you to check that out if you want a more granular look. But hitting the high points, Apple Vision Pro is clearly in the premium end of the mixed reality VR market. It's this polished beauty of carefully woven fabrics, aluminum, and glass that is unlike anything else I've experienced, especially coming from the likes of my Meta Quest or even the PlayStation VR. They're basically just all plastic, which does make them lighter weight. So yes, there are trade-offs, and how you experience those trade-offs will differ. The biggest of which being weight. I can absolutely, without uncertainty, say after 6 months, I can go for hours of wearing Vision Pro without fatigue. Others, I know, don't fare so well in that regard. There are ways to mitigate that fatigue, from the 2 straps that Apple includes to a variety of third-party straps and adapters that have made their way onto the market. As long as I can go 3 hours or so at a time without any strain, I'm happy. And I am. On the front of the device is this 3D piece of glass. It's very cool how they've been able to form this shape. While wearing the device, it can show your eyes, or obscure them based on whether or not you're immersed in an app or an environment. Apple calls this eyesight, and months later, I still feel like it's irrelevant. There's this lenticular film over the internal display that is supposed to give it depth, but it just makes it fuzzy and highlights the poor resolution. I can't imagine eyesight in its current incarnation will be sticking around. But if Apple doesn't put a screen there, what will go on the outside? Making it just more aluminum would be adding to the weight and making it even more front heavy. Maybe just the polished glass without the screen? But that seems unnecessarily fragile at that point. For me, the magic of Vision Pro has not worn off. Every time I put it on, I'm just as immersed in it. Sure, spec peepers will say that the field of view is smaller than the competition, but it's still just no comparison. Of the VR or mixed reality headset that I've worn and used, Vision Pro pulls me in like nothing else. Seeing the room around me while I'm wearing it is next level cool, and diving into any of the immersive environments is even better. My favorite is Mount Hood, like by the lake, but I'm also very excited for the beach one coming soon in Vision OS 2. More on that in a few. Where I feel kind of mixed emotions about with Vision Pro is the third-party apps. I struggle because in many ways there are a lot of apps. Many iPhone and iPad apps are available here, including my baby monitor, plus all the ones native for Vision Pro. But Vision OS doesn't let you easily keep windows open. It seems like every time I put on the Vision Pro again, I have to reopen all of my apps every time. This will be getting fixed to a degree with Vision OS 2 again, so that's definitely progress. The other part is I just really wish there was more compelling apps and games. This is clearly not a gaming device by any stretch of the imagination, and it won't be until Apple adds some sort of handheld motion controllers to go with it. Most of the games that I've played so far are basically just iPad games. They're iPad versions of games plopped into some sort of 3D environment or frame. Some actual VR games have made their way here, such as Job Simulator, but my results were mixed. It could track my hands really well, but things like rotating knobs were finicky. I just kept thinking that this would be outstanding if I actually had motion controllers. I think if Apple did have some sort of motion controller here, we'd see a lot more VR-style games. But I don't know if gaming is where Apple sees Vision Pro, especially with the head start that Meta, Sony, and others already have in this space. real quick, while I've got you here, I want to thank our sponsor for this video, Vision Flow, and its new Talk It app. Incredible. But while cool, that's not the point of the app. It's natural language, and Talk It will respond to you, and each response is
Hooray! They finally gave Millie some backstory, just like all the fans have been asking for every single day on Twitter since the pilot released. 5 years ago. Jesus Christ, is that how long it's been? I feel old. Now, I was originally making this script back before the Ghost Flavors episode was released to the public. All I knew about it was that it was meant to have Luna and Moxie in it much more prominently, but then the script got leaked, and for some reason that made Vivzy have a complete meltdown. Not about any of the other scripts though, just this episode's one, for some reason. Anywho, Luna got the axe, and they used the new script to flesh out Millie's backstory. That's right, they didn't use the episode where her parents were in it, they used this one. So, now don't get me wrong, I'm happy that Millie finally gets explored after half a decade of us all e-begging on Vivz's Twitter page about it, but I am slightly upset that it took this long. I don't know if you've noticed, but she's the last character in the show, bar maybe Striker and I guess technically Osmodius if we're gonna count him, to get a past exploration whatsoever. Hell, we even know more about Ferocica's past in a couple of lines than we do about all of Millie's. Both Blitzo and Stolas get an entire episode at the start of Season 2 to flesh out all of their backstory, and it's the sole focus. Moxie gets a focus, although it's less on the past and more of himself. It still sort of counts, it's mostly about him. And even Fizzaroli got a couple of episodes all about him and his backstory for some reason. Many episodes before Millie got any attention whatsoever. I don't even think we've seen her outside of shorts properly for like half a year or something crazy. They just keep not using her for anything. For those in the loop, I'm sure you've already heard Vivzy proudly claim her intentions with the female characters in this show, with those intentions being to simply ignore them at all costs. It's why there's only 2 of them in the main cast and barely 6 in all of the extended cast, not including one-off appearances, but I'm fairly certain there's only 1 of them too. I have no idea why Vivzy's chosen to do this, but she doesn't like her female characters, which is weird because if she doesn't like them, she's the writer. She can change whatever she wants about them, but for some reason she just won't do that. They are her characters, well they're Brandon's characters, but shh, we don't talk about that. Vivzy's name is on the box because she came up with the universe, along with 3 other creators that she didn't credit, but we don't talk about that either because it wasn't proven apparently, even though no. So both Dear Prime and Blitzo Main have explained that they don't like the character of Octavia for no reason, hashtag my bird did nothing wrong again. But I can't seem to find much evidence suggesting that anyone hates Millie. The only thing that people ever say about her is that she's one-dimensional, but I'm fairly certain that's because they would like her not to be, which, yeah, fair, she was supposed to be a main character, she's still listed as such on the Wikipedia page, guess someone forgot to update that 3 years ago. There's like a tier system, right? Luna and Millie sit at the bottom where no one cares, Moxie's sort of in the middle because he's a man, and then Stolas and Blitzy sit so far above the rest they've left the fucking stratosphere. Now, I don't often write entire novels full of amazing characters as far as Penguin Publishing knows, I will remember this, Pingu, but it boggles my small inferior non-script writing brain that you would make such a one-dimensional character use her for one thing, literally, she just punches people and is Texan. That's 2 things, but shut up. But that is all she does. Surely you would focus on making her into not cardboard, especially if she's part of the main cast. Possibly before Moxie, and definitely before Fizzaroli. You spineless fucks couldn't have anybody hating your little Blitzy, could you? Quickly, retcon the Robo-Clown before the Blitzo hate spreads, it's too late. Luna got a small bit of backstory near the start of Season 1. Of course, it was presented as a Blitz backstory because we can't actually have Luna do anything in the Luna episode, can you fucking imagine? Then we'd have to actually pay a voice actor this month. You're an absolute hack. To be fair, she spent all of her money on Keith David, which, fuck you. I do wonder how much the famous cast cost though. I'm assuming it's more than the original cast that were loyal to you. I'm not talking about that today, that's for later. So the Millie backstory we get is actually kind of substantive. Sure, it raises more questions than it answers, but you know, it does its best. Oh, and before you sing Vivzy's praise on this one, I am 99% sure that Brandon wrote this episode, or at least spearheaded it. So once again, Ruggies saves us all from the cringe again. How many times do you have to not write your fucking show that you write, you cheese. Imagine if Vivzy had written this one though. First of all, Millie would have died off screen, so it would have been a Blitz episode. Also, Stolas would have been there and they would have fallen in love again, and no, look at the little Stolas shipping, it's so adorable. No, resist, dear viewer. Look at the price we have to pay for Stolit. Millie is in a garbage can again, along with the rest of the cast. I don't even know where Moxie is. I think Moxie just fucking exploded. Decent writing died for your sins, Vivzy Pop. I saw someone call her Vivzy Piss in the last video, and as childish as it is, I absolutely love it, and it's really fucking funny. Look, I'm glad Millie got some backstory. Is it enough? Not really, but it's a nice start, and if I believed it would ever get past a nice start and that Vivzy Piss would ever allow that to happen under any circumstances, I wouldn't be as grumpy about it. But come on, she won't. There's far too much Stolas existing in the world for Millie to be allowed this season, or next season, or the season after that. In an ideal world, these characters would all be used for their respective roles, because the writing team wouldn't be one woman who has no idea what she's fucking doing. And that's the point of having a team, by the way. Not just the men, but the women's too, and definitely not just two men constantly with little to no focus on anybody else, because that makes no sense and nobody would ever do that. That's why all the staff you fired, Ted, don't fucking do it. But what do you guys think? Are you a fan of Millie's development so far? Do you think this episode was enough for her, or would you like to see more of her in the future? I certainly know what I want. Or do you simply not care enough about the character either way and just want more Stolitz content? I'm sure you've got thousands of episodes more of that. I'd love to hear what everyone thinks in the comments. It's always interesting to see conflicting sides of the same argument, especially when there's so many different sides to it. There are actually quite a few topics to cover regarding Vivzy's work, so if you have any you'd like me to visit specifically, list it down somewhere and let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the rest of the playlist appearing on screen shortly. Good night, humans. I'm going to increase my uploads to every 2 weeks for a bit, to see how that goes. Shorts and streaming will also be returning to the channel, so have a look out for them if you fancy something a bit different too. And I'll see you all shortly. Ten-second record.
Harpoon it
Going
for
for a walk.
scientific research.
Walks are good.
But honestly, it's quite the power move. Wonder what
YouTube. My
Milton
parents
will
are
respond
arguing.
with.
Oh, PK, I'm sorry.
Maybe Myers will fly a rust bucket.
I know, that. It's not that high.
That trauma?
They're here for Saburo. They're a little late.
Just hope they didn't see us.
Time to bail. Time to bail. Time to... Bro, come on. How does that even happening? Not even using my phone. Blue, red, and green lights. I'll tell my fans. I can't break them up. They can't mess. I relentless. H green, but that lima bean ain't shit green, but that good my bean. Don't get 8 of blocks and collard greens. H green, but that lima bean ain't shit green, but that good my bean. Don't get 8 bucks in collard greens. Green, but I'm a bean. Shake, green, but my bean. Don't get 8 bucks in collard greens. But I'm a bean. I'm a bean. Don't get 8 bucks in collard greens. Ain't she green but a lima bean? Ain't she green but a lima bean? Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Ain't she green but a lima bean? Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. Ain't she green but a lima bean? Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Better be praying Jesus. Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, bless me, trying to get that shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Better be praying Jesus. Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, bless me, trying to get that shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. You know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Ain't she green but that gun in my vein? Don't get hated blacks and collard greens. Big body, you know I'm always trying to draw some green. Big body, that's your toy. That shit crazy. Hated blacks and collard greens. Be conscious, I'm always trying to draw some green. I spend and they work, you know they spend to eat. Yeah. 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 Go 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 go. Oh oh oh. Yeah. 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 Go 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 go. Oh 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 oh. Yeah. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Welcome back at work. What the gabba? Yeah, 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 yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Welcome back at work. What the gabba? Bucket. Do that. Bucket. Bucket. Do that. Do that. Tagahoma kubasabaga. Diego. Bucket. Bucket. Do that. Do that. Do that. Tagahoma kubasabaga. Diego. Diego. Bucket. Bucket. Do that. Do that. Do that. Oh. Diego. Diego. Bucket. Bucket. Do that. Do that. Do that. What baba? Nakoga. What baba? What baba? Nakoga. Braco. Diego. Gecko. Gecko. Booma. Da da boomba, boomba boomba, no no. Yep.
New status join if you also have given up on live TTS on.
Wow. Drakuga.
New status join if you also have given up on live TTS on.
Wow. Drakuga.
New status join if you also have given up on live TTS on.
Wow. Drakuga. Go. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Go. Yeah. Oh. Wowza. 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 Gebagachi. Wowza. 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 Gebagachi. Gebagachi.
Ticket.
Yaga. Wowza. 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 Gebagachi. Gebagachi. Gebagachi.
Ticket.
Yaga. Yaga. Wowza. 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 Gebagachi. Gebagachi. Yaga. Yaga. Wowza. 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 Gebagachi. Gebagachi.
Now get the fuck out of my way. Now get the fuck out of my way. Now get the fuck out of my way.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Now get the fuck out of my way. Now get the fuck out of my way.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Yahoo!
Now get the fuck out of my way. Come quick. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Our army boy, Spongy.
No.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Our army boy, Spongy.
No.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Our army boy, Spongy.
No.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Our army boy, Spongy.
No.
Now get the fuck. Now fuck out of the way. Now get the fuck. Now get the fuck. Now fuck out of the way. Now fuck out of the way. Wait. Now get the fuck. Now get the fuck. I don't know how to do it. Now fuck out of the way. Wait. I don't know how to do it.
Get out! Yeah. Wait.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Wait.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Now. Now fuck out of the way. Now fuck on the way. Now, now, now fuck out the way. Now fuck out the way. Now fuck on the way. Now fuck on the way.
Our army boy, I'm about to get those cheeks.
Now, now.
Our army boy, I'm about to get those cheeks.
Now fuck on the way. Now fuck on the way. Now fuck on the way.
Oh yeah. Gorge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gorge. 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 Howdy.
Get out!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gorge. Howdy. Howdy. Howdy.
Get out! Get out! Get out!
Oh, I did not reckon that.
Go home, home. Oh, it did not wreck. Oh, it did not wreck. Oh, it did not wreck. Nut. Go home, go home, go home, home. Oh, it did not wreck. 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 Nut. Go home, go home, go home, go home, home.
Mayday. 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 Collins aboard. I wouldn't fall in. Collins aboard. Collins aboard. Collins aboard. I wouldn't fall. I wouldn't fall. I wouldn't fall in.